Hey guys, so we are going to do a video about making network cables. Yay! That's a little bit sarcasm. I don't usually get that excited over it. Anyways, we are going to strip off some cable and we'll go back to about here. I want to strip off, I want to show a little trick that I learned today, which is awesome. So we just want to pull all these back. And the reason why we do this is I want to show you if I can find the little rope piece. It's a little bit hard to find sometimes. And there we go. Gorgeous. So this little guy, use a pair of pliers. It's a bit excessive, but it's necessary. Been using a needle nose. There we go. And if you can see here, I'm able to pull it back to whatever I want. Now the reason why I want to do this is because this cable, I want to pull it back a bit further. There we go. Awesome. Alrighty. Now the reason why we pull this down, because we cut it here with the cable cutting tool. There's also a punch tool as well. This is another kind of punch tool. I'll demonstrate them in a moment. And we're going to cut this off, and we're going to cut this off because this is what insulates and separates and gives a bit of disconnectivity. Disconnectivity, that's my own word. Now we don't need this to be horribly pretty, so we're just going to use this, cut this off, cut that off. Don't cut any cables. I did that once already today. And then we're going to cut this and then the rope off. So we'll do that at the same time. Alrighty, so there and done. Now, like I was saying, the reason why we cut it and then cut it again, as in cut it here with the cable cutting tool, is because you could cut a little bit into, I can feel a little bit right there. You can cut into the cables, and then that'll cause your connection to not work as good as it could if it was shielded. So by cutting it, you open it up. Now, let's get on to our, I think these are called keynotes. And you want these, like this is a Cat 6E, these are Cat 6E. You want them to be the same. I have some Cat 5E in the house, like some patches, or in, what do you call it? Punch panels and things of that nature. And I make sure I don't mix and match. It's not really a big deal. You're only gonna notice it in the long term, as in if you like run a 300 meter section. So on these, you have your A and you have your B, and you just wanna make sure that you match up. So I've been using A all day. So solid blue, the break into blue, solid green, break into green, and vice versa on this side, orange, solid orange I mean, and the break in the orange, and solid brown, and then the break into brown. That's about all I can say on it. Now we're just gonna get these all pushed in. So we're gonna start with the blue. For some reason I was gonna start with the orange. That's where I finish off. Now you can do this a number of different ways, and you only want to unwind how much you want to, what you were going to use, and keep them all winded up. So punch this one in here, and then bring this one over. Again, I'm doing this on camera, so it's a little harder. So bring that way there, and then this way here. And then we're going to use the punch tool for this. So I'll put this down on the ground there, and that gives you a closer look at the punch tool. So I'll put this down, and it makes it a bit easier. There's the first one, snap. You just want to kind of wiggle it up. And this one, the second one, the blue, solid blue. There we go. That's a nice solid cut. Again, just bring it back. Got both of those in there. So now we're gonna go with the green. If you don't have this punch tool, you can use the other tool as well. A little thing that I used to do when I was younger. So I'll just kind of, I'll show that to you in a second. So solid green, and then the green with the break in it. Sometimes you gotta give her a little boom. There we go. So this one didn't get it quite severed all the way through. And then you just kind of pull that back. So we're gonna go on to the orange now. And I'll use the punch tool one more time with the brown. We'll change it up. Actually, I'll hit it with the brown. And I'll give you the idea of what I used to do when I was younger. So flip this way. That's wrong. There it is. There and there. So now we know where we want this to end up. So grab your side cutters. Just kind of nip it off. These side cutters are worn. I don't know if you can tell, but the blades are done. And you just kind of push this down in a little bit. Use your fingernail. Now I did this when I was 14. I would have these all perfect and beautiful. There's the first one. If you get it perfectly lined up, it just goes in. Again, doing this on camera, and there we go. So see, you can see them there at the right end. So you got the solid brown, which is right there, right here, and then the brown with a break in the middle, right here. Now we're gonna go back to the orange. So we only unwind, again, what we need to unwind. And there you go. Yep, that's the way it's supposed to go. I did this once before. See where I kind of bent it there? So you have enough cable to try it again. This is not the most expensive tool they have out there. So solid to solid, orange break in the middle, done. And then the last part of this, you just kind of put the tape on, the cap on, and you just kind of, you know, and there you go. It doesn't have to be exactly pretty, and then we'll get to putting it into the plate in a second. This is an added note though. For the Ethernet female, you want it to be this side up so that no dust or debris falls onto the terminals, keeping them clean at all times. A lot of times you'll see that, and then you'll see dust on it, and it starts to get corroded. You don't really want that to happen. So I'm going to finish off the other side of this, which is all the way over here, and then we'll be back with the testing. So, like I said, I've already done a bunch of these. Alright guys, we're back. So we'll plug this in and we'll turn it on, and you'll see nothing happening because we have to plug in the other side. And this is just a continuity test, as I was saying in the previous video. And we'll just pull this down here, we'll let it cycle through. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 8 strands. That means we are 100% connectivity. So thanks for watching. Hope you found this entertaining, and perhaps you might have learned one or two things. You saw the cheat I had when I was young, where I would make sure the cables are the exact length they need to be. It is slightly problematic, but if you fit it in just right and use the punch down tool, the manual punch down tool, you won't have any issues. And this new fancy smancy tool, even though it's cheaply made, it's kind of nice to have that. A little bit aggressive, but you know what? It's nice to have it. I'm sure there's other ones out there. I saw a shear one, and I didn't think it was any good, but I'm kind of rethinking that too. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.